All right, everybody, I am back. All right, everybody, I am back. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Whenever you get a notification, call in or something like that, it kind of throw it off, I think. Because this is my business phone, and I thought I had everything connected to my personal phone. So I just got to take that particular app off of this business phone and put it back on my personal phone. So I do apologize. It won't happen again. So now, again, the energy we are going to pray for is for our ancestors who was overlooked, who had a skill, who needed protected, who needed protection, and all of that good stuff. I promise I won't, Ella. I promise, I just can't imagine doing that to y'all's again. Oh Lord Jesus, help me. It'll never happen again. I don't want you to tie me to the old whooping tree. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, everybody. That's me. I told y'all I wanted to be a comedian before I became the spiritual psychic tarot man. I think I would have been funny too. I got some good jokes. So now, again, the energy we're gonna pray for is for those who had a skill, and those of them who had a skill who necessarily didn't get the recognition, needed to be protected and wasn't, but had to burrow their way up from the bottom of the tribe to the top just so they can be relevant, right? And this is an energy that we overlook. Even in today's society, we overlook it. We overlook it. I have a 18-year-old autistic son. I remember I gave him a punishment, everybody. And I say, okay, I want you to stand in the corner, you know, because they say when you're in autism, you can't strike the kid. You just put them in a little square and let them stand there. And that's like supposed to be like help them understand boundaries or so. So I put him in the corner into the little square I drew on the ground. And I say, count. I say, do your multiplications. I took a fucking nap. I ain't even gonna front, and God forgive me. I went to damn sleep. The boy was in the corner, and he was doing multiplication by twos. And I took a nap, and I know this nap had to last about 32, 40 minutes, right? By the time I woke up, I forgot the boy was on punishment. I was just gonna have him do it for like 10, 15 minutes. I went to motherfucking sleep. And when I heard him yelling all the way up into 1.23 million, and then he like 1.23 million times two is 2.3 dot 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 dot, and the Negro had counted all the way up in multiplication by twos. I didn't know he can do that. So now that's his skill. So every book he get has something to do with mathematics. You following me? I didn't know. But I wouldn't have found out if I wouldn't have punished his ass. But now I know he has the skill that he can count like so many other kids with disabilities. Now let's take it back to this dream and this xenocorpus oil. Again, this oil was discovered by a mentally retarded person from a village. That's how the story goes. He discovered this oil while he was out there, and he brought it back to the village, and he saved the women's hair from falling out in the story. He saved people with psoriasis on the skin, the dry elbows and the hand, because the oil is good for that. He gave him something to fry fish with. I mean this oil did it all. And then he gave it to the blessed saint because they had no oil to put on the saint. So that too. Now, this is energy we need to pray for because we're overlooking these individuals in our lives today because it's an ongoing thing, and I'm guilty of it myself. And just think about the ancestors who overlook their kids. Back in the 1800s, 1900s, they used to put them in these sanitariums if the kid was born with any kind of disability, and they would live out their life tied to a bedpost or in a damn cage getting shock therapy. You see where I'm going? Those people deserved life. Those people deserved energy. Those people deserved us. Those people deserved our ancestors. But you gotta understand, they wasn't equipped to handle this. They didn't understand. The ancestors didn't know any better. Just like some of us today don't know any better. But we're gonna pray for them, and we're gonna give them some. We're gonna give them some great old energy. We're gonna give them some great energy, and we're gonna praise them and thank them for the discoveries they've made, for the time for, and we're gonna ask them to forgive us and forgive our bloodline for the times we allowed them to suffer, and for the time we simply just forgot about them, cast them away, chucked them aside. We guilty of that. I'm guilty of it. We all know somebody in our family that's not, so to say, normal, that suffer from some form of illness, mental illness, physical disability. And we brag, we may say a joke, but then we play them off as crazy. They be the prophets. They be the people that can see shit that nobody else see, because everybody okay to talk around them. And they know what's going on. But then when they want to tell us, Auntie Lou said X, Y, and Z. Oh, shut up. You don't know nothing. Get out of here. Go on with yourself. You causing trouble. You're retarded. And the person just, and God put it on that person's heart to save your life, or to save your emotional stability at that time. But we blow them off because we consider them less than us. And all through our history, those particular ancestors have been considered less than the normal people. And this is, and y'all know, I got a degree in human services with a minor in psychology. So this whole thing is all about me serving the community, and I got a real soft spot for, for disabled people, old people, and mentally challenged people. That's the word I've been looking for all goddamn morning. Mentally challenged. So I think we should pray for those people. What y'all think? Y'all roll it up though. I want to get y'all consensus on this, because this right here I feel real dedicated to. I feel real connected to do this, because we're overlooking so many people. We're overlooking, and those people were so overlooked. Those people were so overlooked. Man, my God. I remember this girl I dated, fresh out of high school, and she had a auntie by the name of Deborah. And Deborah was like 30 years old, but she was, she had her issues. She didn't, she was underdeveloped, and she had a slight mental illness. And the only thing they did is set the girl in front of the TV all day. She couldn't formulate words, and she used to scream and talk, and she used to scream when she wants something, and people would pay her attention. But nobody really, after satisfying her needs, nobody really gave her the time of day, and she just would watch the TV till she learned how to work the remote with her hand and everything like that. And I used to go over there, and I used to see when everybody ignoring her. Everybody, they outside barbecue, drinking, smoking. She's in the house watching Judge fucking Judy. And I'm like, y'all overlooking that. Then the family got so bold and brash. They like, well, if you want to take care of her, you go in there and get her something to drink. You go fix her something to eat. Here. Needless to say, I wasn't with that broad too long. Because if she like that, treat her own kinfolk like that, imagine if I get my ass stuck somewhere. They gonna pick at me and leave me where I'm at. But that always stuck with me. For over 20 years, that stuck with me. But those are the people I think that we need to pray for. Because that village wouldn't have been saved if it wasn't for that mentally ill or mentally deformed, the story goes a couple different ways, person being cast out into the jungle, for him to have to learn how to make that. Maybe he got the same vision I got. Maybe he got a similar one. And he brought that information he learned back to the village and saved their asses. They probably gave him salutations and thanks. Or the first person he told it to stole the idea from him and cast him aside again. Hey boy, here go a nickel, a dollar, piece of bread. Get your ass out of here. and then took the invention for himself. But the story goes, he saved the village. He saved the beauty of the woman. In Greek mythology, because I did some searching this morning, good people. I'm gonna hit you right now. In Greek mythology, that same word refers to three graceful sisters, and the three graceful sisters are for love, healthcare, and food in Greek mythology. So you see how the story of this Xeno corpse, this Xeno, whatever, everything starting with Xeno is, when it comes down to it, is relating to a pure heart, good conscience, and sincere faith. And I think that's what the three sisters were named in Greek mythology too. But you see how all the stories and all the cultures are relating together. They turned it from a mentally ill boy to three girls that was cast away, and now you know what I'm saying. That the goddess Dionysus, I'm sorry, gave them the ability for this. So, but you see how it's going. That right there, and I wouldn't know about any of this unless I wouldn't have got that dream this morning. So everybody, let's pray a nice little prayer of protection for those that was hidden in plain sight, those of our ancestors that was cast aside, those of our ancestors that was run off. Think about the hunchback of Notre Dame. Ran his ass off so bad he had to live in a tower at a church, Christian church, Catholic church. Nobody took him. You still don't know who the fuck his family was. Think about the wild man of Europe. He had any kind of deformity, they chuck him aside. Then he became Merlin the Great, the greatest magical wielder of the European continent. You see where I'm going with this, people? We have some people in our lineage that has done great things, and their achievements have been lost to history because they couldn't receive the award for it, or nobody would give them their recognition. And if they did get recognition, it was thrown around the wayside in a bigger, better, more fancier, better looking, more adapted kinfolk version of it than took it and stole the idea, and that person faded away to obscurity. So we need to give those people thanks. We need to thank them people. We need to get them some of our energy. We need to throw some on that altar for them. We need to say, hey, okay, for the month of December, and I'm going to challenge everybody to do this, and I'm going to show y'all my altar in December, and y'all hold me accountable for this. I know Ella will. Ella, hold me accountable for this. I am going to go through my lineage that I know, and I am going to put an effigy, picture, a name, something on my altar with a story of what that particular ancestor of mine did that had a mental illness or a physical illness. And I'm going to celebrate them during the month of December. Christmas time, holiday cheer, gifts. This is what I'm going to do. And I challenge you guys to do the same. If you guys got it in your heart, I want you guys to do the same. I mean, I'm serious about this one right here. I'm serious about this one right here. Those individuals needed someone, and nobody was there for them. God gave them a vision. God gave certain ones visions to save certain ones' lives. That little boy, when he got and played that piano, and he was blind, autistic, couldn't see, and he had the voice of a god, and he sung that song on America's Got Talent. I encourage you guys to Google it and look it up. He broke us down. And where the voice come from? Because he was stuttering when his mama was holding the mic to his mouth. But he got behind that piano, he had that gift. This person who created this oil to save this village had a gift of cultivating. He probably grew the damn plant. He had to render the grease, the oil from it. He had to test it out on them cells and things around, before he could bring it back to the village and know it was safe. So yeah, we need to pray for them. Now, before I get into my prayer, I'm gonna read some of these comments, and I want to see if you guys can remember anybody in your lineage that did something great that was overlooked, shadowed, had a mental illness, a mental retardation. Has it could be current, but I'm reading the comments now before we get to praying because I want to make sure we get it because I know this ain't one of them fancy hip hop go get it type of energies today for this prayer, but this is much needed. So, anybody want to share about one of their ancestors that you can know of that had something going on that they? Oh yeah, y'all. Oh yeah. Oh, he had a beautiful voice. I had chills. Yes. Oh, the boy has a beautiful voice. Oh yeah, y'all just looked it up on America's Got. Yeah, her family kept a lot of secrets unapologetically. Mm-hmm. Yep. To a mathematic and a yeah, but people unapologetically me. All right. All right. Send it to me in a text, in an email form, and just put that up there, and I'll put him on my altar. Ooh, I need to create a separate altar just for the names to go up there and feed that for everybody. She was crippled and she survived slavery and managed work and support her children alone. That's what I'm talking about, Latanya Barn. We gonna send her some prayers today. I had an aunt who was great with her hands. She could draw, create, and cook. That's what I'm saying. Let's send them. Let's send them. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of people out there. It ain't just gotta go to the one. Let's say for the people. Let's rule it down a little bit. Let's say the ones that was illiterate, couldn't read. But when they built the barn or when they cooked something, they had a skill and a talent that just made them stand out. That's still a form of a disability, people. I want you, that's why I say show me some of these things, because I want this bitch to be so broad that we grab all the energy and lock that motherfucker together. Because when we say this prayer, it's gonna be for them. It's gonna be for your bloodline. They're gonna come back and thank you for recognizing them. Think about somebody that's been ignored all their goddamn life, all the way up into death, and somebody was to call their name, give them recognition. I think that ancestor would be so damn grateful. That mofo would be so grateful. Oh, you know me? Let me help you. Let me open this door for you. Let me fill you up with Pat. Let me fix your marriage. Let me go ahead and give you a creative idea that I had when I was on the earth, when I was living, and let's get this money making idea to you. Here's the insight that I have on this thing. Cause sometimes our insight don't come from spirit. Sometimes our insight come from our ancestors. And who's to get the best insight from the one that was ignored, that saw it all, heard it all, watched it all? People, we got to get better with our ancestor worship and understanding what it means. It's not just about dancing and holding a stick and posting pictures of a lady holding a machete to a police officer. That's cool, that's inspiring, but we got to do better. And these prayers here this morning is gonna do better. We're gonna get there. We're gonna create an ancestor into a totality in each one of our lives, and that ancestor gonna walk with me until we make them all whole. And now we got our personal village. We got our personal war horses. We got our personal people that want us to survive out of anything and everything. And we gonna rock this bitch. We gonna destroy who's trying to destroy us. That's what this Monday is for. Queen Beijing. My grandma couldn't read and write, but she taught me how to cook, how to use herbs, how to take care of myself, and she taught me not to let anybody else play in my hair. Oh my God. Somebody else get your hair, feed it to a bird, yeah, it's gonna have headaches for a long time. Oh, did I just get y'all old folk low magic spell? Y'all want to fuck with your enemy? Put it next to a stick that a bird flying down picking up his nest. Guarantee. Or climb a tree and put it in the bird's nest. Yeah, make that person suffer good fashion. Mm-hmm. Will injure that birth and put in a state hospital and transition from there with no one around. Now you see how. Now you see. Now what skill do you think she had locked up in her noggin? What thing did you think your auntie had, Lady Owl? Come on now. I think Lady Owl auntie needs somebody to pray for. We need to call her out directly. So many of them was put in orphanages and sanitariums and just left there to grow old and perish. Hard thing. Hard thing. We gonna pray for them. We gonna pray for them and we gonna do it. So I done read a little bit. What's this? It say the Baron Grand Rising. What's up, Straight Panther? Just giving this lighthearted ancestor going about this morning. It ain't as hardcore as the other ones because I didn't know the right words to say and I didn't want to, come on too strong because a lot of people sensitive about, family secrets, people in the family born with deformities, etc. So that type of thing. So I teetered around this one. It ain't come with the much energy that I was gonna bring this morning. But okay, so we got the message. I just wanted to make sure you got the message. That's why I did all that explaining. I'm not getting paid I'm not getting paid to promote this oil. I'm telling you the dream they showed me, and I'm purchasing some myself from various websites. I don't know. Hell, I may purchase a bag of the beans and make the bitch in my backyard like I do, cause I'm crazy like that. But so everybody, get you some red palm oil. I got some sitting down here, but I want this regular oil that they told me about that comes from the Native American country and Trinidad. I mean the Central American and South American countries, Brazil, and they say they got the tree in Trinidad. I want some of the leaves too. So all my people in Trinidad, I'm gonna be hitting y'all asses up. Y'all fold some leaves up in a box and send them bitches to me, cause I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it right. The African and Spanish markets. Oh, they sell it local. Okay, see that y'all just help me out with some, cause I'm going to one right now of old one of God. All right, people. I done kept you guys for about an hour. Sorry about the camera malfunction and everything. But we gonna get it. Kroger selling. Jesus Christ. Oh, red palm oil. Yeah, I got red palm oil. I'm talking about this Xenotrope. Xenotrope was the three Greek girls. That's the same story. And Xenocorpus. I want the oil from the Xenocorpus tree, and I'm gonna order some of that when I get done with this. It say the family Ericaceae. So yeah. So without further ado, good people, I'm finna break into this prayer. Y'all know how I go. Pray with me. Say your own prayer. Just know ain't nothing rehearsed. It's off the cuff. Whatever come to my mind, I'm gonna say. It may repeat, but y'all know it's all in good faith, faithful heart, sincerity. You know how it go. Oh, great spirit, whose name we are not worthy to call, but who grace and mercy we humbly ask. I ask that you grant me an audience with my Baron, so he may grant me an audience with my ancestors. Oh, Baron, my Baron, I ask that you grant me an audience with my ancestors, that they may hear me, that they may feel me, and that they may view me in the light that they should view me as. I ask that you allow everybody here a direct link to their ancestor lineage. Reveal to them what they need. Reveal to them what they need to be revealed to so that they can better connect with their past selves. That's what our ancestor is. It's just past version of ourselves. And today we're going to be talking to those ancestors that was overlooked, not paid attention to, cast aside, put away, hidden, tucked away, and that had made great contributions to our livelihood, that could have made great contributions to the world, that could have been more than what we or our ancestors in the past thought they were. We pray for them today. So, to my forgotten ancestors, the ones that had disabilities or mental illness, I want to thank you for existing, for being, just for knowing, just for having your spark come into this world. Not only do you teach us lessons how to be compassionate, you also reveal the man or the woman that's inside of us, on how we take care of you, how we ignore you. I thank you for all of your sacrifices and everything that you did. I bless and I pray that you could have done more, but that was not in the plans of our heavenly source. But your purpose had to be served in some form or fashion. You reveal the inner workings of a man. I thank you guys for being here. I thank you guys for the contributions you made, the contributions you would have made, the talks that was given, the insight that was given. I thank you for those of you guys that could not read, write, but you had other skills. For those of you that could not speak or see, but they gave you other signs and gifts. For those of you that couldn't formulate properly, but they gave you a way to communicate and live and learn and do. I thank you for the contributions and the livelihood and the grace that you brought to so many of our lives. And I ask that you, if you need to, borrow a little bit of my energy. Borrow a little bit of my energy so that you may be able to enjoy a little more peace over there where you're at. I hope y'all found peace. I hope you got your mind right, your body right, everything right. I hope you walking with angels, your deities, or your ancestors yourself. I thank you. I praise you. I love you. I bless you. We all thank you. We praise you. We love you. We bless you. This month of December, whoever, whichever one would like to come to me and give me your name, I will write you on my altar and I will put you up there and I will feed you for the entire month of December to the new year. Because I want to thank you. And if multiple of you guys come, you guys will be put on that ancestor altar. So I'm asking you to come into my head space. Reveal yourself to me. Those that are known and unknown, reveal yourself. Allow me to put you on my altar. This is the challenge. I'm challenging all of everybody that's in voice shot of my voice, that earshot of my voice. I ask that you do this for them, known or unknown. I don't have too much to say about this prayer. I just want to thank you guys. I just want to thank you all for just existing. Again, you guys show us the message inside of us. You guys show us our nature, our will, our compassion, our disbelief, our discontent, our hatred. You guys bear the brunt of all of our shit. All of the shit of the normal people. Either they're going to sit with you and take care of you till the day you pass, or they're going to chuck you away in an orphanage. Either way, you guys serve the purpose, and either way, you revealed what needs to be revealed to us. And I tell you, I ain't never put neither one of mine that come after you in no home, no sanitarium, no orphanage. Never going to forget them and chuck them away. I'm going to value the conversations, going to value the contributions that you will make to this grand big old world. And I thank you again for existing. I thank you for coming back and being encased in a shell that you can't do nothing with, but knowing that you living out that karmic lesson, probably that you had to. And I'm gonna make it easy on you. This is all I can say. I thank you, I love you, and I praise you. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. Good people, at this point in the game, I was totally lost with this one, but I just know Spirit told me to do it. and again, it wasn't spangled and dancing and hip hop and exciting. It was just that what they told me to do. Everybody, we got to do better with our ancestors. They're taking our ancestors away from us. They're taking our identities away from us. They're doing everything to get rid of who we are. And when I talk about they, I ain't talking about color. I ain't talking about gender. I'm talking about the masses, the one who wants to control us. They're doing everything they can to make us automaton, robots, unfeeling, uncaring, unthinking, drone sheep. And the only way we're going to get through this is with the help of our ancestors. It's not going to be some mythical man in the sky or some mythical person in the ground. It's going to be those people who actually lived, walked the earth, and came before us who are going to teach us how to traverse the old way. When we can't go to the store and swipe our plastic credit card with our digital money, but we going to know how to go to that jungle and make that palm oil to feed ourselves, to anoint ourselves. We're going to be able to grab some plants, whip them bitches up, because we're going to learn plant magic. We're going to learn what plant is edible in the wild. You know what I'm saying? We need our ancestors more than anything right now. All right, everybody. Oh, I see I got some donations. I thank you guys for the donation. Those who donated, I thank you. Appreciate it so much. I'm a little low volume. I don't know what it is. I'm talking as loud, and I'm literally close to the phone. And the volume is so high. Excuse me for that. The volume is, I can't even turn the volume up. So that's probably something on another end. Yes. Yes, all our disabled children, all our disabled parents, all our disabled neighbors, all our disabled relatives, they life have value. But some people will chuck them aside and forget about them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to look at them. And they just die out, expire. Thank you about the meditation music. Thank you. Thank you. You can hear me just fine. I know I'm talking loud. Or just, oh, Tamiko, you hit that on the head. Some people just keep them for the check. Don't even take care of them properly. Just get this check from the state and stuff. But y'all understand. Now I'm feeling better. Y'all understand why this prayer is so needed. Because those people that came before that had this condition, right now the government giving you a check and the people taking care of them and they using them for the check. But imagine the ones that didn't have no income coming in, just was a burden that the people felt was a burden. Those are the ones that they forgot about, left to sit, left them with the neighbors. They was raped and abused and mistreated and shit. They need our energy as well as the hitters, as well as the money makers, as well as an ancestor that's all about cooking and cleaning. They need our energy too, because those are the ones that got it worse than all of us. Those are the ones that got it worse than everybody in our lineage. Y'all got me. Y'all see me. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, everybody, I gotta get up and I gotta go get me some of this oil to figure out what the hell to do, because I'm finna take a whole bath in this. Y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna be like Beyonce. I think she sang that song, Shining, Shining, Shining. I'm gonna be glowing my ass off, because I'm finna dip in here, bathe in here, eat this stuff. I'm finna fry some fish in this bitch. I'm finna do something, because when the spirit give you a dream about something, I'm listening. If they tell me I need to purify myself with this stuff, woo. All right, Erica, I will. Greasy, greasy, greasy. That's right. Fat back greasy. I'm gonna do it all. They say this oil is amazing. It can fry fish. I ain't never seen nobody fry fish in olive oil. Not the one that you put on the head. I seen the, maybe it's the same. See that, y'all? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm just the most polished, y'all. Get my brother some too. All right, yes, I'm gonna drive by Randy's house today. Boy, y'all called me out on that one. The oil is called Xenocorpus. I mean, the oil is come from a Xenocorpus tree, but I think the oil is called Jet Say. I don't goddamn know. Yeah, it's a new source of Oh wow, a new source of antioxidant compounds. NCBI. They already got it up there. I'm finna click on it, y'all. I'm finna read it to you. Spell it. Okay. All right. It says the way you spell it is OENOCARPUS. Just run it like this, and hopefully y'all can see it. Let me do it like this. Gotta be a switchback button. Bam. Technology. All right. So that's if you guys want to go back and watch it. Now, that's what they gave me in the dream. I literally dreamed this plant and I never heard of it. I never grew it, never knew anything about it, never knew it grew in Trinidad, never knew it grew in South America. I never heard anything about this. They told me this in the dream and then paired with the Bible verse. I know what they're telling me. Anoint myself, use this to protect myself. I'm finna slather my ass down. I tell you, I'm gonna be shining, shining, shining by the time it be over with, because I'm finna get this protection. Because it's wintertime almost in. I do not need no air on my nuts. All right. So, everybody, I'm about to get off this thing, start my day. Again, I'm the Baron telling you guys to trust the UN universe because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna put a link up here so you guys could go to the Patreon who all want to join because they got some great stuff coming off on their Patreon page. Every Tuesday is every Tuesday I do a free tarot card reading for the masses. Everybody get one question only. You get one question. I pull the cards for you down there because I want everybody to get taken care of. I'm not reading one single person. When I see your question, I pull it and I answer it right there. This is every Tuesday on Patreon, patrons only. Okay, so if join the Patreon for that alone, I'm telling you, it's gonna be well worth it. And I think last time I had 33 people in that thing, and everybody got their question answered. So that was good. All right, be sure to join me for my premieres every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You may get a couple surprises in there Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's when I'll be just going at it, and I have so many, and just want to surprise you guys on YouTube. You may just get that in there. But every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you're gonna have a video up there. Come through, check out the tribe, ask to join some of the various groups our members have made. I mean, these are good people. We laugh, we joke, we cut up, but at the end of the day, we gonna make sure you understand what's going on. And trust me, they will help you in any way they can. Once you get to know them, y'all don't know the money that can roll in. Y'all don't know the support. People are coming up there and everything. Also, thank you, Ella. I was gonna say hers too. Also, don't forget to go out and check out my girlfriend's page, Black Witch Yaya. She's one of the greatest storytellers on YouTube. I see great big things for her, and y'all just go check her out too. That's probably how some of y'all know me, from her. I'm telling y'all the reverse to go over there. Hey, didn't nobody know me before her, they say. uh Miss Diva One, the groups are in there. Once you come into the chat, you'll see the groups, and you just ask them about the groups, and somebody in there will tell you about it, and they'll tell you how to join, if you wanted to join, or if it's a private group. But all in all, people are great. Everybody is great in there. Okay. All right, everybody, I'm finna get off this thing. I thank you guys for joining me. I hope this ancestor prayer touched your heart like it did mine. I hope the story that I told you was great and that it gave you some idea how you should be doing things. And again, till next Monday, y'all take care. God love you.